You can just go straight ahead, straight across, no problem. So we said that we make Birkas Hatorah, Likutei Halachos, Inyan Birkas Hatorah, Halacha Aleph. So we are holding by Siman Allah, there's no Siman here. Anyhow, so we actually holding by the last paragraph of the second page on the bottom. That's right. So until we said is that Birkas Hatorah that you make every day, the purpose of it is to shape the light of the Torah, the way that it comes down, Mishamayim, to shape it to Torah. Ofer, can you please take care of this? To shape it to Torah.
But you're going to have to stop. You're going to have a lot of noise and people all around. It's okay.
The main meaning is to shape it to Torah. This is the meaning of Birkas Hatorah, because the Torah comes down as a neutral light, and it comes from above, from the Sfiras HaChochmah. When it's fisted, it's l'shon comets, and you're supposed to be mitzayer the light. You're supposed to form the light. L'shon tzeri. This was the koich of Bilam. That Bilam said, "V'nei borech lekachti." Usually what he did is you would take the light when it comes borech with the comets, when it's completely, unformed, undifferentiated, and then he would form the light according to his kalim, which were totally depraved. And this is what Bilam said. "V'nei borech lekachti." And he says, the light, the Chedek Baruch Hu was that the light came down during those days already formed, pre-formed lebracha. He couldn't change it. So that's why we make Birkas Hatorah, and immediately after Birkas Hatorah we say Birkas Kahanim, because the Kahanim are mitzad the or, they form the light l'Torah. And it says like this: this is why you have to make a bracha on Torah every single day. Why? Because every single day we receive the Torah anew. Which means every single day should be in your eyes like it's brand new. That's it. It's brand new Torah. That's why you have to make a blessing, beforehand, before it comes down. To draw down like the Torah when it's formulated lebracha. That's the reason why Birkas Hatorah must be dafka after you sleep at night, as Shulchan Aruch says. Because the taiva klolius, because that overriding, the binding taiva, which is taiva v'sniyuf, is b'chinas sheino, choshech, of the night. And it is said in Tehillim, Bachanta libi, pokadat alayla, v'chulin, you checked my heart. When did you check my heart to see where I'm holding? What's with that? Balayla, you're talking about night. Ikar shosho v'chinas sheino v'tardema. The main root of that particular taiva is sheina and tardema, is sleep and slumber. And it is said, Vayarpel Hashem Elokim tardema la'odam. Hashem put sleep and slumber on men. Vayikach echad nitzal took one of his sons and created the woman. So you see that the whole in of creating the woman and the man, his shaykhs of the woman, has to be, comes from the source of the source of it is the in of Tardema and Sheina. The in of HaKadosh Baruch Hu also did when man was wide awake. Why do you have to put him to sleep? But because the in of men and women has to do with Sheina Tardema. It comes from there. He says why? He says Ki Sheina Ushinistam Ora Einin. He says the Sheina is that the light of the eyes is being closed, is being blocked. כמו שאומר, המפיל חבל שינה על עיניי. That puts, the strains of sleep over my eyes. ומשם אחיזס הטייבה. The main achiz of the taiva, the main toll is on the eyes. This is where it is. This is the flaw of the sight, which means when you see right, what do you see? You see the tachlis. You see what counts. When a person veers off the tachlis, it does something because it is, expeditious right now. It means it's pgam ba'inayim. It means it's a pgam on your side. You don't see the tachlis because the only victory is one which lasts forever. Any victory which doesn't last forever is not a victory. You can tell your boss exactly what you think of it. You can really give it to him. The victory will last about 5 minutes exactly. And then he kicks you out and you lose your job. Almost, what kind of victory is that?
You look at door.
Yeah, you see the door. Don't let the door hit you on your way out. It's like, so Re'iyah, the Shleimus Ha'einin, is that you are in direct sight to the final tachlis. There's no taiva on earth which blinds a person, which blocks the rear, says, okay, let's take a little detour like that taiva. Taiva by itself, per definition, means that it sways you from the straight and narrow. So any kind of swaying from the tachlis is called pgam einayim, a blemish of the eyes. In other words, blocking the sight, blocking you from being in visual contact with the tachlis. What's the ultimate blockage that you don't see when you sleep? So now this is no bigger pgam einayim kiviyachol like the time of sleep. So being that the main time that the person is born in this world to grapple with and to deal with is that taiva. So Mimela, the taiva of niyuf, the root is inof sheina. And then you can also see Adam Arishon, when they took Chava, they had to put sleep on him. That's there's a song that was very, very popular in the 70s or 80s, I'm not sure. It says, no woman, no cry. So the song means that he's trying to appease a woman. He says, don't cry, there's hope, whatever it is. I always thought it was such a deep song. He says, no woman, no cry. I thought it was much smarter than it actually is. Oh, what a clever song. No woman, no cry. Well, apparently he's not that smart. Okay. Yes, Likutei Halachos for you. No woman, no cry. All right. And that's why you say, because this is with the achiza of the taiva. That taiva is the pgam of the einayim. That's the overall taiva. That's the taiva, the overriding taiva. That's the major taiva that includes all the others. The taiva kloli sheshiva mumin. This is the combining taiva of all the 70 nations. That's why after sleeping at night, you have to receive the Torah anew every single day because you are seeped in blindness. You are seeped with disconnect to the tachlis. So you have to now, you're receiving the light again. So the light that you're receiving is totally, it's pure as the driven snow, as they say. It's totally pure, it's formless, it's undifferentiated, and has to be formulated, to be formed lebracha. This is do with Bircot Hatorah. להמשיך אור התורה בבחינת ברכה, להכניע טוב הכלליות של השבעים אומים. We mentioned that has chosen us from all the Amim. In other words, all the Amim have the Taiva Klolius. The Taiva Sniyuf is that Taiva that typifies all of them together. We said each nation is a bandit of a different manner. This one is a thief, this one is a gazum, this one is very good at being jealous, this one is just each one has his own Taiva. But they have one Taiva which is the common denominator of all of them put together. This is that particular Taiva. When he says it has chosen us from all the nations, it means from that particular Taiva, for Taiva Sniyov, that it has chosen us to be Mekudesh in that particular Taiva. This is how we draw upon us the sanctity of Israel. They are the chosen from all the nations. They are the choice, which means they are clean. They are holy and they are pure. And they sanctify themselves in this particular Taiva. And your Amach Israel is they are all tzaddikim. And this is the tool with which he gave us the Torah. Because we are sanctified from all the this is why we see the Torah Dafka in Shavuos. We sanctify ourselves before. We stay away from that particular Taiva. And it is said in the Chumash, in Shmois, be ready for 3 days. And this is the thing which enables us to receive the Torah on Shavuos of the Moshe Rabbeinu. And Dafka Moshe Rabbeinu, because he was Kodesh Parush Legamre. Moshe Rabbeinu was totally, totally abstinent from that particular Taiva, as the Mama said. Because Dafka on that particular thing, he said the Shloshes Yomim. From this, Moshe Rabbeinu learned Kal V'chomer B'Hatzmai. He says, what Am Yisrael, that the Shekhinah is going to speak to them only once. They have to stay away for 3 days. Me, that the Shekhinah comes to me every, whenever, at any given time. Of course, he has to be totally absent. And after the Torah, he says, the Kodesh Baruch Hu told him, the Kodesh Baruch Hu was masking. The Gemara says, there were 3 things the Kodesh Baruch Hu was masking to Moshe Rabbeinu about. One of them was the of the Luchos, which says, make new Luchos instead of the words Asher Shibarto, that you broke, Asher Shibarto. The Gemara says, Ashrecha Sheshibarto. The Kodesh Baruch Hu was masking them. The second thing is on this particular evening. He says, tell the people to go back to their tents. The Gemara says their tents means their wives. Vata amot poimodi, and you stay with me, which means he told him that he did good by the fact that he was mafresh himself from his wife completely. Each and every one of Am Yisrael is there to become the Torah from Moshe Rabbeinu על ידי שנזקדשו כולו בפרישוס תאיבזו בשלושת הימים הנ"ל. By sanctifying themselves away from this particular time of these 3 days. ואז מקבלים כולם האור בבחינת ברכה. This is when everybody receives the light בבחינת ברכה. We explained it some time before. One of the things that we need to understand that the connection from the mashpia to the recipient always goes through a bechina of a yesod. Always. And every time there is a bechina hashpoel, there has to be a removal of the orla. A bechina of orla has to be removed before the reception can be the way it's supposed to be. The way, because otherwise you receive the light, and the light is being formed, the tumah shemirachem, the klala. the oil has to be removed so that the light can be mitzvah teva. The way that you remove the orla from the mashpia, when it's mashpia to you, is when you're yourself mekadesh ombres. When you are mekadesh ombres, this removes the orla from the pchinas yesod that's mashpia to you. And with this, you're preparing a keli that is mitzad the oil teva. This is how it's done. All the time, every madrega, all the time. It says, Kol mekadesh atzma milmato, mekadshim osam milmalo. When you sanctify yourself from below, you're being sanctified from above. It removes the b'china of orla, so you don't get a b'china of excess, so you don't get it in a way that's mitzvah lo aleinu leklala. It's mitzvah l'toiva. That's why the whole in of the Torah is nogea dafka be'in of Kedushas HaBris. And you see, obviously, the Kedusha of the Tzaddik is a totally different level. Moshe Rabbeinu is totally parish. The people are only 3 days. Okay? So Moshe Rabbeinu is Mekadesh himself, B'Pchinas Kedusha, to receive the life of Kadosh Baruch Hu. B'Tachas HaKedusha. He has to be Mekadesh, B'Pchinas, to remove the Ola Kevyochol, Lefi Pchinosai. And us, who are Mekabel from the Tzaddik, from Moshe, for us it's 3 days. We're supposed to be Mekadesh according to our Bechina. But all the time, to be Mekabel, or all the time has to be according to the Kedushas HaBris. עד כאן, נקודה רבה ספורט.